Hey guys, it's been a very long time since I've made a video, but I wanted to show at least where we're at up here in New Hampshire at this point in time. We're just going out to check on the hives. Got them all buttoned up. I call them in spacesuits. I got them all buttoned up with double bubble around the outside as a wrap. We're starting today's around 38 degrees. And we're starting to get some activity, so it's good to see them out and flying. You can see they're getting out there doing their cleansing flights and such. I have to say that it's kind of funny that I like hearing the sound. It's been a while since we've heard them, so it's kind of cool. One just came up and landed on my hand. Of course, I have no gloves or anything. It's pretty cold. I hope he's not too ticked off. Not seeing too much activity out of the front door of the green hive. But she's got really good genetics. That one did not swarm on me at all. Let's go check. Red, not a whole lot of activity, but what I did want to show you, I'm going to try to do this all one-handed. What I did want to show you is how they're going through the fondant for the winter. So what I've got going on the inner cover of all of these hives is a layer of the double bubble plus an inch of regular styrofoam. That seems to really help hold in that heat over the fondant. And I also have another 1-inch layer of blue rigid insulation. There's the girls. Trying to get it so we're not getting any glare. It's hard to see, but they are definitely going to town on that fondant. Cover them up. Now here's the red hive, and let's see if we can take a peek underneath the fondant. I'm getting too upset. Finally starting to come up, and the smell is wonderful now that it's warmed up. You can see the difference where this hive, the red hive, barely started getting into the fondant, so they must have enough stores down below. Up until recently, I couldn't even really see them up top. Now we'll take a look at the purple hive. Purple hive, pretty good bit eaten up in there. Now this one I don't have quite as much insulation on the top, so not sure we were going to be able to have them come up here as much. But right now, they're very happy eating away at that fondant. Again, don't want to release the heat too much, but that's where we're at on the purple hive. This is where we're at on the green hive. Now these guys are probably the one I'm going to try to split from the most. They seem to have very low varroa counts, and they seem to be doing really good in numbers even through the winter. Again, like the blue hive, they've gotten a little bit less than the blue, but they're definitely getting into that fondant pack about halfway through on this. Again, the bubble insulation around the outside. Another girl out flying. Layer of insulation. This one's got a cutout in it from a previous project. And now we got our all button back up again. Keep in mind that these boxes have no upper ventilation. That box that you saw that had the fondant in it is my feeder shim. It's made out of 1x4, so that's 3.5 inches top to bottom, with a groove and a 1/4 inch piece of plywood with a hole in it set into the groove. So these guys have no upper ventilation. Total of 2 inches of insulation on the top cover, with no insulation as an inner cover, directly exposed to the fondant. Now again, obviously this year has been a crazy warm winter so far, so hard to tell whether or not this is a good configuration, but this is what I'm going with. So unfortunately, I did lose both of my nukes. I knew I was going to lose one. I did not expect to lose the other nuke. They were very small, very low in size. I tried to grow them as fast as I could. Actually, part of my mess up probably was the fact that I added that double tall. If I kept them in a single, they might have been able to heat themselves and keep alive. But I did lose those 2 nukes. So. But here we are in wonderful New Hampshire in January, where typically we have 4 to 6 feet of snow, and we only have a few inches. So thank you very much. Bye.